Welcome to the ASB Forum video.
Please remember to vote after Trojan time.
First up, ASB President.
Hello CVHS, I'm Lauren Green, and I'm running for the position of ASB President for the 2021 to 2022 school year. I know that this current school year is not what we expected when we left school in March of last year, but we have had to learn to adapt to all the new things being thrown at us, from online classes to not being able to see friends participate in sports or other extracurricular activities. As next year's ASB President, I can't guarantee when we will be back to normal. However, I can tell you that we will have an amazing school year, and all of ASB will try to make it as great as possible. Last year, my campaign promises as ASB Vice President were to add a community closet to the school, bridge more activities between leadership and clubs, and adding more activities in general. While it has definitely been a struggle to make these promises come true this year, I am proud to announce that our Wellness Center now includes a community closet, a place where, when we are back on campus, students in need of clothing, shoes, toiletries, and more can come in and grab what they need. This wouldn't have been possible without the help of our amazing Wellness Center staff, who've done a great job caring for students' mental health and well-being during the pandemic. Remember, you can always come to me with new ideas and projects, and leadership is always here for you, whether we are in person or virtual. Thanks again, CVHS, and remember, go green for president.
As ASB President, you will be working closely with the other ASB officers as well as the Activities Director. What qualities do you bring to a team?
The qualities that I bring to a team is collaborative mindset. I've definitely learned even a little bit more about this as being on ASB this year as ASB Vice President, but working well with other people and sharing ideas and making sure that we come to a group consensus before we present a project is key. And collaborative mindset I bring to the table, perseverance as well, just staying strong through difficult circumstances.
Great answer. You are the only candidate for ASB President. Why should people vote for you?
People should vote for me, not simply because there's no other option for ASB President, but because I have worked really hard in trying to bring new projects to the school, and just making sure that everyone feels welcome and secure on campus. And I really want to make sure that next school year is the best as possible, whether we are fully back in another hybrid model or completely virtual again. I just want to make sure that everyone has a great school year, and you should vote for me because I am the best fit for that.
ASB Vice President.
Hello, CVHS Trojans. My name is Wandii Muinde, and I'm running to be your ASB Vice President for the 2021 to 2022 school year. I am currently your ASB Secretary, and I'm ready to make your high school experience even better than this year's. As ASB Vice President, my goal would be to rebuild our unity and spirit as a student body by creating more exciting events and opportunities. I propose a week-long event called the Club's Olympics, similar to our annual dodgeball tournament. If you haven't been interested in joining one of our 60 clubs, this event could be your motivator, a time to meet new people, show your school spirit, and feel that sense of community more, whether in a virtual, hybrid, or fully in-person setting. We've experienced a lot in 2020 that we can all learn from. So as we continue to go through hard times, I'm going to be an ASB VP that gives a lending hand. If you need someone to talk to or need advice from, I got your back. So Trojans, let's create amazing memories as we will soon enter the next school year. Remember the name and the smile that brightens your day. Vote for Wandii Muinde, who slays. Thank you.
In a survey of 66,000 students, 53% felt that they had no voice at their school. More than half the students felt like their voices weren't heard. I'm here to change that. Hello, my name is Ezra Tramble, and I'm running for your ASB Vice President. For the most of us, the last year hasn't been too good. We've gone with the flow and had little control over our lives, but you can change that by voting for me. With me in office, your voices will be heard and taken seriously. If you have an idea that you want to try or an event that you think sounds cool, then you should vote for me. I'm the leader you need. I am currently the sophomore class president and previously was the freshman class president as well. I'll get things done, and I need your vote to do this. So remember, don't gamble, vote for Tran. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hi, my name is Wandii Muinde, and I'm running to be ASB Vice President.
Okay, Wandii, so first question is, what is one thing you love about CVHS, and how will you improve upon it?
One thing I love about CVHS is the fact that there is so much diversity in what people want to do, so much interest in what others want to do, and the unity and sense of community that the school has is really amazing. And I think with distance learning that occurred, it has fallen a bit which is natural for many schools. So my goal would be to build that unity and community again for the next school year. And even if we're virtual again, I will still work on it in a more virtually oriented way.
Great, great. My next question is, how do you plan on managing your time as ASB Vice President?
Well, I do have a quite busy schedule, but that will not stop me from continuing my time management skills and making sure that I put the school as a priority as ASB Vice President. And I know that not only is the ASB President dependable on me as VP, but also the student body. I will be the VP not just for the leadership class, but for the student body. And so I will always keep in mind that my time needs to have effort in making the school a better place, and organizing that will be a priority.
Hello, Ezra. So my first question for you is, what is one thing you love about CVHS and how will you improve upon it?
One thing I love about CVHS is that we can take feedback and adapt to it. And what I would do personally to that is take more feedback from the students and get their opinions to things that they want to do, like different activities, events, or just stuff that they like to do. And I feel like we can implement that better and make it a better time for everyone.
Nice, nice. And my next question is, how do you plan on managing your time as ASB Vice President?
Well, managing time is very important. And I think that I could do that by sectioning off different times for different things. Like one time could be addressing students' opinions, like I said before. Another time would be acting on those opinions and things like that.
ASB Secretary.
Hey Trojans, as you may or may not know already, my name is Jaylene Chan and I'll be running for your ASB Secretary. Now, you may be wondering, this doesn't really look like your usual speech. Well, I'm not your usual candidate either. Take that as you will, but hear me out. These past 3 years at Castro Valley have really allowed me to grow as a person, and I'm super grateful for that. As an upcoming senior, I will continue to grow and do the most that I can for my last year here. I've been a part of the Interact Club since freshman year, a service club that holds its promise of serving the community. And that's what I'm all about. I want to serve as your ASB Secretary to give back to CV. I'm really passionate about helping and giving back to the community that's made me who I am. Moving on to the most important part. I want to focus on you guys. I'm going to do my very best to improve the relationship between ASB and our students, to have more clarity and to include you guys in all the choices of our school, such as merch, contests, events, etc. I really hope this convinced you guys. What's the plan? Vote for Jenny Tran.
Hi everyone, my name is Jaylene Cole and I'm running to be your ASB Secretary for the upcoming school year. I'm currently a sophomore here at CVHS and I have 2 years of leadership experience at the high school. I was the freshman class vice president last year and I'm the sophomore class vice president this year. Throughout that time, I've had the opportunity to learn how to coordinate different school events as well as understand the responsibilities that the ASB Secretary handles. Aside from leadership, I'm the vice president of the Filipinx Culture Club and I volunteer with the program Hands on Bay Area. We can all agree that CVHS needs more student input. If I'm elected, I will be your voice. You can always come to me with your ideas and I'll do my best to make them happen. Whether it's an idea for a new school event, a recommendation for the homecoming theme, or a suggestion for something to be improved, I'll share it with the class and push for it to transpire. I would be a great fit for this position because I'm passionate, organized, and experienced. I want to make next year a great one for everybody regardless if it's online, hybrid, or in person. So remember, don't be mean, vote for Jaylene as your ASB Secretary. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Wandii Muinde and I'm currently the ASB Secretary, and I will be interviewing one of our ASB Secretary candidates. You want to introduce yourself?
Yep. So hi, my name is Jenny Tran and I will be running for ASB Secretary for the next school year.
So let's start with the first question. The ASB Secretary position requires good communication skills and organization skills. Why do you think these skills would be important for this position?
So in terms of being ASB Secretary, you're really tasked with taking notes for leadership, and also being in leadership, it's also a pretty time-consuming extracurricular. You need to be organized and space out what else you have going on in your life with your other extracurriculars. So yeah, and also it's not very ideal to have an ASB secretary that isn't organized at all with their notes. And yeah, I just think those are pretty important.
Awesome. And question number 2, to be an ASB officer, you need to be able to help hold the leadership team together and hear the student body's needs. What do you believe is necessary in a leader to be able to do this? Or in other words, what values do you think you possess to be a dependable leader?
So, with a little background, I've been in Interact since freshman year, so I'm an officer this year, and I've seen what my other officers I've seen how it goes, and how it works or what we need in our team. Personally, as a leader, I think it's really important to listen to what your team has to say so you can all work together. And if someone disagrees, we could try to work it out, and I could be a mediator. And I'm really big on that's something I'm really big about. And I'm also really big on wanting everyone to speak up, because I don't think it's fair for someone else to speak up and another person being too scared to say what they want. So yeah, I just want people to be comfortable in my team, being able to speak up. And yeah, I just think those are important.
Awesome. Well, those are the 2 questions. Thank you for answering them. And student body, I hope you take these answers into consideration as you pick who you want to be for your ASB secretary. Thank you, Jenny Tran.
Thank you. Bye.
And here is our next ASB secretary candidate. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jaylene Cole, and I'm running for ASB Secretary for the upcoming school year.
So my first question is, the ASB secretary position requires good communication skills and organization skills. Why do you think these skills would be important for this position?
I think that they're important because I think organization is important because the ASB secretary is in charge of taking the minutes. You have to write down the minutes. So I think that if their organization is good, it would help benefit not only the class, but also the school. And communication is also important between the ASB secretary and the other ASB officers, as well as the activities director. And I think that I have good communication because I've also had to work in a group, and communication was never really an issue for us.
Awesome. And the second question is, to be an ASB officer, you need to be able to help hold the leadership team together and hear the student body's needs. What do you believe is necessary in a leader to be able to do this? Or in other words, what values do you think you possess to be a dependable leader?
I think that I'm very open-minded. I like taking the ideas from other people, and I would always do my best to try to implement them. And I think that that's especially important when communicating with students that are in leadership. It's good to hear their ideas and then try to make their ideas become a reality, especially as an ASB officer.
Awesome. Thank you so much for answering those 2 questions. And again, I hope you take her answers into consideration as you fill out those ballots.
Thank you.
ASB Treasurer.
Hi, my name is Jake Zakas, and I'm running to be your ASB Treasurer. Now you may be wondering what makes me such a great candidate. Well, I'll tell you. I'm super organized and dedicated to my work. I'm also currently one of the business managers here at CVHS, so I'm already comfortable with tracking purchase orders and dealing with money. I'm also very time efficient. Before the lockdown, I had to manage multiple hours of practice, homework, and school every day, so I think I picked up a few things from that. Now, enough about me. Let's talk about you. For the past year now, everything has been shut down, and it's been a struggle for everyone. Events are hard to coordinate since not many things are allowed anymore. Since we're going back to school soon, we can plan more events that will still remain safe. I want to get your input and ideas for these events and activities. I want you to know that you have a voice, and I will always be here to listen to your ideas and thoughts. Remember, a vote for Jake is no mistake. Vote me for ASB Treasurer. Thank you.
As ASB Treasurer, you will need to do a lot of your job outside of class and after school? If you are elected, how will you manage your time to be able to get your job done while staying on top of your schoolwork and extracurriculars?
I'm really well managed with my time because I used to do gymnastics 22 hours a week, and I'd always have to manage my time with doing homework, schoolwork, and everything. So I'm really organized with that.
Also, being on ASB means that you have a higher role in the leadership class and school. How will you use this position to better the school and experience for all the students that attend?
I want to help bring more student input into everything, so that way it's more the whole school can agree on it instead of just some people.
All right, thank you, Jake.
And ASB School Board Rep.
Hi Trojans, my name is Jennifer Mee and I'm running for your ASB School Board Representative. Having been in leadership these past 2 years, I understand the importance of this role and am willing to tackle the responsibilities it brings. I know that with the blow COVID has taken this year, we are all feeling farther apart than ever. My goal is to attempt and unite our community. I want to make sure that information is being communicated efficiently and effectively from all our school board meetings so we can understand, discuss, and connect as a whole. When making decisions, I always consider underrepresented groups and unconventional situations. I want to make sure no one is left out of the conversations. And I want to make sure your voice is heard, and that is what I am here for. So vote me, Jennifer Mee, for your ASB School Board Representative. So thank you. Have a nice day.
Hi Trojans, I'm Shane Tayag, your current ASB School Board Representative.
And I'm Jennifer Mee, and I'm running for your ASB School Board Rep for the following school year.
All right, Jenny, your first question is, being that CVUSD is a district of 9,000 plus students, what are ways that you plan to ensure representation to all voices and opinions in our schools?
To help ensure representation of all the students in our district, I believe that sending out more surveys would give us a better understanding about how students, staff, and families feel, especially during COVID. And this would help us decide what action we can take to help. Also, I believe that utilizing social media as a platform would be beneficial because pretty much everything is online today, and I want to help make sure that accurate and transparent information is being communicated with students so they can reach out to me and come to me with any concerns that they have and be a part of our conversations. And I promise to keep an open mind and keep a positive attitude as well.
All right, the second question is, you are the only candidate for School Board Rep. Why should students choose you as their collective representative?
That's a great question. So I've grown up in the Cache Valley School District, and having participated in many clubs, sports, or organizations, I've gotten to know a lot of different students with their individual ideas. And having experience as a class officer these past 2 years have given me the opportunity to learn how to unite these ideas and to foster uplifting communities. I'm always ready to step up to a challenge, and I believe I can take on this responsibility as your ASB School Board Rep. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to vote.